Hey, today I am back. I am talking about all things vision. We're getting towards, if you're, depending on when you watch this, this really is applicable anytime, but when I'm recording this, it's towards the end of 2021. We're right at the end and about to start new. And I like to be thinking of goals far before January, right? We got to be thinking of those things now. And that's why I'm like, this really is applicable anytime you watch this because things are consistently shifting or moving, or maybe for the first time, you're ready to start dreaming or you want something different. Maybe it's not the first time, but you're ready for something different in your life. And so we're talking about vision today. And I'm excited. This is something I'm very, very passionate about because it's truly changed my life. The things I've visualized, the things that I've manifested in my life are truly remarkable. So we're going to talk about a couple of them today. But I provide workshops throughout the year. So I have a couple coming up. And so when you watch this, depending on when you watch this, if you're interested, leave a comment and I'll let you know when my next workshop is for any sort of vision quest, vision board planning. I just think it's an essential part to your growth, to your journey, because as I heard once from one of my favorite mentors, Tiffany Peterson, I think she may have gotten this from someone else, but this is where I first heard it was from her. And she said, without vision, we simply repeat what's familiar. So thank you, Tiffany, for that, because I agree wholeheartedly. Without vision, we simply repeat what's familiar. And so Tiffany, same Tiffany, she introduced me to this author. This is Danielle Laporte. And she has this book, The Desire Map. And you can see I've got some tabs in here. I really love this book because more than the goal, the vision, the thing that you have that you're visualizing, most importantly is the reason you have that goal to begin with. And Danielle's her whole mentality is, what's the feeling that you're going for? What is it that you want to feel? So the most famous one, the one I'm saying all the time is, I want to lose 15 pounds, or I want to lose whatever it is, 15 pounds, 20 pounds, 5 pounds. I want to lose weight. Well, why? Why do I want to lose weight? Is it because I don't want to weigh that certain number? No, it's because of a feeling. It's a feeling that I'm going for. I want to feel confident. I want to feel sexy. I want to feel toned. I want to feel ready to take on the world. I want to be able to wear my clothes and feel confident in my clothes and not feel like I'm constantly adjusting and fixing things. So it's that feeling that we're going for. In fact, she says here, you're not chasing the goal itself. You're chasing the feelings that you hope attaining those goals will give you. Don't you love that? Isn't that so great? When you get clear on what you want, sorry, let me start again. When you get clear on how you want to feel, the pursuit itself will become more satisfying. So the vision that I do, what we work on is really focusing on, what do you want? What do you want to feel more of? What do you want to have more of, but more feel? What do you want to feel more of in this next quarter, this next year? What do you want to feel more of? That's what we focus on. And it's really interesting. The very first time I was asked to do this visualization exercise, it was with Tiffany Peterson at a retreat she hosted many years ago. And again, forever has changed my life. So of course, I'm going to plug her and say thank you for really allowing me to dig deeper into, what do I want to feel more of? And so she had us close our eyes and she asked us again, it was like exactly 4 years ago, because it was right before Thanksgiving. And she asked us to close our eyes and have a visualization exercise of, what do we want the holiday to feel like? We knew that Thanksgiving was right around the corner. Christmas was right after that. How do we want to feel? What do we want to experience? What do we want to be doing during those holidays? And so I closed my eyes and I was visualizing this amazing holiday, this wonderful experience with my family of going. We always go down and chop down our Christmas tree. We go up into the wilderness. We take like a 2-hour drive. We're in the middle of nowhere, no service. We have to have chains or four-wheel drive, or a lot of people take snowmobiles. And we have a four-wheel drive car that we put chains on the tires. I mean, we are up in the middle of the mountains. And so I envisioned myself, with my family. What were we doing? We were drinking hot chocolate. We were sledding. We were laughing. We were, chopping down a tree. We found the most perfect one. We were sledding. It just encompassed a lot of memories, and then decorating the house. We always would come home and decorate the house and watch, oh, Elf. Yes. I'm like, what movie? What movie is it? So Elf. We just love, love, love the holidays. And so I was visualizing this and then visualizing my Christmas holiday, what kind of feelings I was going to have. And it was really interesting because then when Thanksgiving came, it was exactly as I envisioned it. There was laughter, there was hot cocoa, there was sledding, there was the perfect tree. We were happy, we were joyous. It was a wonderful, wonderful holiday. And I got to experience it first in my mind and then once in reality. And I've heard, I think it's Stephen Covey or someone has a saying similar to that, that anything that we achieve happens twice, once in our mind and then second, in reality. So that's exactly what had happened. And so forever and always, I really realized that what we visualize, what we take time to really think about can come about if we choose to show up that way. So that's where a lot of the vision, I keep pointing over here because I have a vision board here that I created last year. So it's time to update it because interestingly enough, a lot of this has already come to pass. And so it's time to update it. And one of my most favorite, I'll just show briefly, this is like the poster board version. I know a lot of people will do, they'll do like a Pinterest board or something that they can have digitally. I really like the visual. I stare at this every single day. Some people do the digital version. It'll be their home screen on their phone. So every time they go to open up their phone, they're seeing it there. I think that's a great idea. We're on our phones more than anything, but this is in my office where I work quite a bit. I'm here quite a bit. So I get to look at this every single day. And one of my most favorite things is this right here. This ring you see here is a ring that I love jewelry. I love rings. I love experiencing, anytime we go out of town, I'm always, you'll find me at the jewelry store. I don't have a lot of jewelry. I don't wear a lot of earrings. I have this simple necklace. I'm not really a jewelry person, but I love rings. I always have. So you'll always find me at a ring store if we're out of town. And so this was something we did as a fun exercise as a team. We went to a jewelry store and we tried on rings just to see like what's possible, what could be possible. And this again was also several years ago. So several years ago, went with a few of my friends, teammates, and tried this ring on, and I instantly fell in love. I loved it. I loved it. I loved it. And so took a picture of it on my hand, took a picture and said, I will have that ring one day. And I kept in touch with a jeweler and she sold it. It was like a one of a kind, totally unique. And so I was super sad, but I put it on my vision board. I'm like, I'm going to get this ring somehow. So anyway, last Christmas, I went to a jeweler and he helped me design the ring. And look what I'm wearing right now. I'm wearing that ring that is on my vision board right here. It's one of those things like, what's the feeling that I'm going to have when I wear it? Yeah. How am I going to feel? I do feel confident wearing this ring. This is a symbol of how hard I've worked and the hustle that I've been doing over these last 8 years to get what I want out of life. And this is part of it. I love jewel. This won't be the last ring. I'm confident it won't be the last. I have a few others, but it's real. I have a lot of fake rings. Let me put it that way. I have a lot of fake rings, but this one is real and it's beautiful. And every day that I look at it, I'm reminded that you can accomplish those hard things. You just have to put your mind to it. So long story short, I'm a huge fan of these vision boards. And as I said, a lot of this has come to pass. I've got to create some new. I've got to have some bigger dreams that I'm dreaming for and those feelings that come with it. So I am a big fan of vision. I hope that that's something that you'll consider. I would love to support you in creating your own vision board, whether it's a digital version or this that's on poster board. I would love to help you with that. So as I said, leave a comment, follow me on social media. I post about those regularly. I'll be posting about the ones I'm hosting here recently so that, if you watch this now, then it's something I'll be hosting quite soon in the next few weeks. So I want to help you visualize. I want to help you dream. I want to help you achieve the goals that you have, those things that you have your sights set on. I want to make sure I didn't miss anything because there was some good stuff. Well, I think that's probably good for now, but I really hope that you'll trust me, that you'll connect with me and I can help you visualize. I can help you. So let me explain this. It's a 2-part series when I do these vision board workshops. It's 2 series. The first one is going through all the motions of feeling. What is it you want to feel more of in your personal life? What do you want to feel more of in your business life? So we go through about 8 different sections. I give you the space to think, to dream. We start off with some really great gratitude. It's a really great hour. Sometimes it can go a little over an hour, depending on how much time you need, because I want to give you all the space possible to dream and visualize about what's possible for you, what's next for you. So that's the first part. And then the next week we do a follow-up call. And that call is putting everything together. So over that week after you've dreamed, then you're collecting pictures, you're collecting things either on Pinterest or for me, I just went on Google and Googled some things, but also the ring, I printed off the picture of me wearing that ring and some other vacations that we had already been on that I wanted to duplicate. And so created this by, just going to the local print shop and having these printed. So two different ways we can do it, but I give all the instructions in call one, and then you have that week to prepare and gather, and then we meet on call two and put it together. It's really fun. And then we offer ongoing support after that to help you accomplish these goals, because vision, it's great to have the vision, but you also need a plan of what to do next. But just as Daniela said, knowing what you actually want to feel is the most potent form of clarity you can have. Generating those feelings is the most powerfully creative thing you can do with your life. And then from there, you just know that it's the goal, the feelings that you're chasing, not so much the goal. They'll all just line up and you'll feel unstoppable, because you'll have the power, things that you're looking at every day, reminding you like, I want that. I love the feeling as I was visualizing and experiencing. I want that. I want that now. So anyway, that is it. I hope this is helpful. Again, connect with me, find me on social media. I offer these courses a few times a year. And if you're watching this recently, I have one right around the corner. So take care. And I hope to really support you in your goal chasing dreams.